Alright, let's dive right in. For today's breakdown, I took a short in pre-market around 8:30. Once after the news came out, shorted all the way to the extreme low of value area low. So taking a look at the left hand side in the 4-hour chart, what we're looking at as yesterday went through is what I'm predicting yesterday overnight was price going to do this, bounce outside of edge case and then bounce right in. So here in the extreme end, the value high, you can see rejected. In the pre-market, we see continue to hold under it. I drew out a couple. This is 1 hour. These are the main keys I'm looking at. So here you have a low volume no area, low volume void. These typically be the high reaction spot. So in the morning, this came in around 8. I see it respecting it, so jumping down to 1 minute over here. And then let me try to my entry. Okay. And this trade did take a while to work out. So you can see this is the range I was marking out before, this high and this low. And then this is sitting also within under the 1 minute volume profile. This is on the outer edge, so the extreme end of the value area high, and this is the value area. So what I'm looking to trade is trade all the way down to back here, since there is not a lot of liquidity down here, so I expect it to move all the way down. And my entry, once the break 8:30s came out, 8:30 news came out, for the PPI, I'm expecting it to continue further down. So my entry was here, and then my stop was okay. So this is the hour. So this is 7, yeah. So this is the hour. It is hour high. My entry was at here, and my exit was around here. So I didn't target all the way to the session hour low. Majority of time will hit it, but since there is a strong liquidity sitting here for the past buying in the footprint chart, you can see there's a lot of buying orders sitting here. I didn't want to risk just for extra 0.2 R for that, so I took it off around 2.9, and I took roughly majority partial off around 2 as well, 2 R to secure some trade. So let us play out. So I'm tapping here. So this is where my entry tapped it. And once it moved past around the 50 area, so this is 50 area, so what I'm expecting is this is already reaching into the outside of value area low. Most of the time, if it does want to continue, it should respect the zone up here, this quadrants over here. Since there's a lot of footprint chart, there's a lot of iceberg order sitting here, if it wants later on to tap into, but there's a lot of sell order sitting here. I'm expecting to respect if it does move back up. So my stop already went to break even at this point, and then let it play out. So you can see as it moved back, it did take a while. My entry was around 8:31, and I didn't get my exit until the market opened. So you can see it's hesitating a lot. Once it tap into the value area low, this is the reason why I always protect myself to break even. I don't, at this point, don't FOMO into just closing a trade. Let it play out. If it doesn't play out, it's okay. You take a break even trade, just like yesterday. Okay, and as you can see, it's forming relative equal lows. It's still hesitating to go lower, and then this time is where there's a lot of hesitations. There is SMT here. There is SMT here, and there's SMT between these two as well. There's multiple SMT forming divergence, but again, SMT is not really relevant when the order flow is still trending down, and an NQ is a much weaker asset compared to ES. ES to move higher to break a new high. Forming out another SMT. So there was multiple SMT, just like yesterday. It was chopping around. So today's trade was, if it doesn't work out, break even. The same thing as yesterday, I'll step away. But if it does work out, we'll just hold, right? So here we continue hold all the way back into here. That was too fast, but all the way tap into here. This is where iceberg order start filling in. We reject, not letting the order even go past these liquidity high. So just left equal high here. We'll grab it later. That's my assumptions. But once it broke here, it moved fast. So my first target was hit around 2 hour, around, I think it was here, 2 hour around here, and rest of my remaining order got covered around here. So it was a nice average out like 2.7 hour trade. It's decent. And then you can see once this equal high is left, it does came back to sweep it and then move lower, right? The overall order flow today is trending lower. If you look at the hourly, so like 4 hours, you can see there is a order block that was formed here. It literally wicked it, and also when you go to the lower time frame as we shown, it aligned with this low volume nodes pockets over here. These are pockets where I expect to see some sort of reaction. All right, this is simple enough for today's trade. It's quite straightforward. The only things to highlight here is if you did enter any of the trade during this range, you will need some I guess experience and screen time to sit through this. This is very slow price actions, but when you know where the price is going to go, or doesn't matter, it's not going to always work out, but 70% it will work out. Just let it sit. Don't move your profit targets all the way up. So let's say if you're chopping here, some people might say, oh, this failed, and then I'll just take some here. That is essentially lowering your overall R. So if it does work out, you're not getting the maximum profit, and if it doesn't work out, your RRR is going to be negative overall. In the long term, your RR is going to be negative. Okay, so try to avoid that. All right, that's it for today. Easy trading day. Stay safe and happy trading.